Hi, Watch, Learn, Play friends. It's another Sunday afternoon, and I am recording a preview of what is to come this week in the membership. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to camera down view. I liked the way that worked last week, so I could show you with my hands. And I have to admit, actually don't want to admit how hyperfixated I've been on trying to find this sheet of paper that I did my lettering demo for you on this week. I have spent like the last, I don't know, I am embarrassed to say how long I've spent trying to find that sheet of paper. I finally did a screenshot of it. You can't see it very well, but all of that to say, I did a little lettering lesson for you this week. And in this lettering lesson, where I showed you several different ways to take your own lettering and change it up, I also did them on watercolor cards. It didn't add any color to it, but I wanted to fit it into 15 minutes. I have a full 2-hour lettering course that I teach that shows you a lot of these in more detail. That's a little slower, but anyway, this is a hand lettering section. That's a little 15-minute segment. There is a handmade stamps and stencils segment that is hand cut stencils from tags. We're also doing a rubbing plate with the stencils that you cut. If you don't have these manila tags, find some old manila folders or some just manila tag stock, or let's see if I have one right here. No, I don't, but like old cracker boxes or cereal box, that is great material to cut your own handmade stencils out of. I also did a scratch plate and a scratch plate stamp. And this was done with scratch foam, but you could do this with styrofoam plates or meat trays, or we don't eat meat in our house, but they also use that for packing some sort of vegetables sometimes in the grocery store. And so look for, and they're usually much thicker. And so look for that, the stuff that's not very environmentally friendly, you can turn it into some stamps that are really great. We also did some hand cut foam stamps in there. So this is done with sticky back fun foam and a thicker foam to mount it on. So again, if you don't have these materials, they're pretty easy to come by. I have them in my e-shop, but you can also find alternatives. If you just get the foam, like whatever you can find in your recycling bin, you can mount the foam, the thinner foam, to something thicker, some cardboard or some sort of recycling. So use your ingenuity to figure out ways to get around that. But handmade stamps and stencils. And then I'm adding a little, what I did in the lesson itself is I just stamped on deli paper just to show you the rubbings and the stampings and all of that. I also did a roller one. I dismantled that one, so I don't have that one to show you, but a sort of a roller stamp. But I also did one of these in my fast forwards this week. So I put a little bonus fast forward video in the stamps and stencils, just showing you a layout using the stamps and stencils. So that is in the stamps and stencils. And I put that in the pantry section because handmade stamps and stencils, it just didn't really seem like it went anywhere else. Maybe art techniques it would have been. Okay, so this is the final lesson for this week, and this is in the recycled art or repurposing your art section. This one is reusing prints of your art for a reductive painting. And so, yep, that is the last lesson this week. I did a word using full sticky back Post-it notes to mask out a word. So you can use some of those prints that you did perhaps in the intro, the mixed media prompts. If you still have some prints, or if you scanned those into your computer, you could print out some old artwork and repurpose that. So that is it for this week. Hopefully you have some fun with those. And remember, you're never behind. You're exactly where you need to be. And I also wanted to point out that I am starting, this is if you missed our gathering last week, this is a little short recap. I am starting a new project that is starting December 1st. and it is the final 21 of 2021. And you might see me posting about that coming up on social media. I just wanted to give you a heads up in pure transparency. It's only $21, and that's a great deal. And if you want to join in, fantastic. I will take your $21. That is absolutely fine. It's a great, fun thing to do in December. However, I am going to put all of those lessons, all 21 lessons, into Watch, Learn, Play on January 22nd. So if you are feeling like you're going to get overwhelmed by just adding more content to your December, or feel like you're going to be rushed, don't worry about it. Just let it go, because all of that content, all 21 of those lessons, are going to get added to the content in Watch, Learn, Play on or after January 22nd. 2022. So I understand if you watch it now and you're like, "Ooh, I want to do it now." Don't miss out. Like $21 is not that much. But if it's overwhelming to you and you're worried about missing out, don't worry. It's going to come into your content in January. So anyway, just wanted to give you a heads up on that if you missed the call last week, where I was talking about that. So have a great week, my friends. And hopefully you'll find some time to be creative this week. Bye.